Hello folks, PK here. So by far and large, the number one question that I get from people is where to go surf fishing on the Oregon coast. Um, it's a very popular question. People email me, they text me, message me, Facebook me, and so on and so on. All right. So now most places or all the places along the Oregon coast are pretty good for surf fishing. These guys, of course, live in the ocean. Obviously, they're going to be found on most beach along the Oregon coast. So I'm just going to tell you, some of the beaches that I like to go for surf fishing. Okay, the places I go to are, they're up here. As I wrote it down up here in this left side corner, as you can see, there's about 11 spots. Now, of course, these spots are no secret. Okay, they're all public. They have parking spots, so it's not like a hard kept secret or anything. And we're just going to go over these spots really quick. All right, there's 11 places. Okay, so let's start up north. This is Seaside right here. Gearheart, Sunset Beach. Okay, there's Portland over here, just to give you a reference point. All right, so pretty much from Fort Stevens all the way down to Seaside is pretty good surf fishing. Um, I wouldn't say it's great, but I would say it's consistent. Every time I come here, I have yet to get skunked. And the place I go to is Gearheart. Okay, there's a Gearheart golf course somewhere around here. Okay, and there's a beach access right here. You can drive all along this beach, and the beach is fairly flat. It's a very beautiful beach. It's probably one of my favorite spots to go to. One important thing when you are fishing, let's say you come out here, okay, you made 5 or 10 casts, 10, 20 minutes later, you don't catch fish, um, be sure to move around um, because these guys are very mobile. They don't stay in one spot and the tide's always changing. So if you come to a spot, you're not doing good, move north or move south. Go about 50 feet at a time, just leapfrog from spot to spot until you find them. These guys, they're very mobile, so you have to find them. And once you do, it's pretty fun. It's pretty much every cast. So that's the trick. It's just to move around along the beach until you find them. Now, one good thing about a Gearheart is that you can drive along the beach. As you can see, these are all cars here, okay? So the good thing is if you're fishing and it's really slow, just hop in your car, just drive north, okay? Um, as you can see, there's just so much beach here, all right? So you have so many options. So that's one of the cool thing I like about Gearheart because, there's just so many beach you can fish at, and it's very easy to move around. There's lots of elbow room. Okay, so that's Gearheart, a very good spot. So be sure to check it out. The next spot on the list is Barview Jetty. Barview Jetty is a little bit down here. It's in Barview. Okay, there's Garibaldi right here, and there is Barview Jetty right there. This is my old stomping ground. This is where I started surf fishing a while back. It's a pretty good spot. I have yet to get skunked at Barview. I have some good memories there. When I first fished there, I just used power bait, and the power bait my style, I do pretty good catching surf perch. So here is the jetty right here. Okay, there's a free parking spot right here. It's public, so just walk on this beach, and it's good all the way up this beach. You can't drive onto the beach, and this beach is fairly flat. And so once again, if you're fishing that spot, it's slow, just keep on leapfrogging up the beach. Okay, just be mobile. So that's the key. Just move around and try to find these guys. And one good thing about Barview is if surf fishing is not very good, just come over here and do a little rock fishing. Lots of people fish along this jetty, and they catch lingcod, rockfish, cabezon, and so on and so on. So um, if surf fishing is slow, you don't have to go far to catch rockfish. Okay, they're all along here. All right, so that's Barview Jetty in Barview/Garibaldi. All right, next point. Okay, moving down the list, the next place we're going to talk about is Tierra del Mar. Tierra del Mar is right here, just north of Cape Kiwanda State Natural Area, okay, right here. And there is a spot along this beach that you can drive onto, and it is right there. See that? You can drive all down here, so you can see all these cars. And along this beach is where you want to go. Of course, you can go up here too, but I don't know. I can't remember if there is a sign here where going north is prohibited or not. So just check. But if you do go north, it looks like you gotta cross a little creek right here. So, but south, you can definitely drive down going south. And all along this beach is a pretty good area for surf fishing. This is one of my favorite spots. I did pretty good here one time, just catching lots of surf perch and, cast after cast, doubles each time. I got one of my biggest surf perch here at Tierra del Mar, about 2.2 pound. Okay. And the next spot we're going to talk about is Lincoln City, moving down, all the way down here, Lincoln City. I think we all know that. I don't fish Lincoln City as much as I used to. I used to fish it a lot. And the place I go to is on 35th Street in the Nelscott area right here. And if you fish the Road's End, just be careful. I think that might be an MPA, Marine Protected Area, so check the regulations. And I thought somebody informed me that Road's End does have a sign that says no fishing because it is MPA. So double check that before you go to Road's End. But 35th Street is where I usually like to go. There's a parking lot right here. All along this beach is decent. And the thing about Lincoln City is especially in this area, there's a lot of hotels, so it gets a lot of foot traffic. And at the same time, the beach is kind of steep, so be careful. I don't like fishing a beach that's kind of steep because it's pretty dangerous. When the surf crash onto the beach, it goes up the beach pretty fast. And it also comes down pretty fast too, so it could pull you in. So just be careful with that. And that's one of the reasons why I don't like a steep beach. Okay. So 35th Street is where I like to go. Okay, right along here. Okay, moving down the list, we have Fishing Rock. Fishing Rock is just south of Lincoln City, and it is in just right here in Lincoln Beach. You have Glen Eden. Oh yeah, Glen Eden is also good right here. I should have put that on the list, but I did not. Glen Eden Beach. Um, this beach is also very steep, so be careful. I've heard some very good reports from people about Glen Eden. Back to where I was going. Fishing Rock right here. There is a public parking spot right here, and you can follow the trail, and it meanders through this all these trees, and it goes down to this beach. And once again, this beach is a little steep, so be careful. From the rock all along here is where you want to go. Okay. So that is Fishing Rock. The next one is my old stomping ground, Newport. Used to go there all the time. It's where I had probably my best trip ever. But that was a while ago, though. I go back and it's just not as good anymore. But along Don Davis Park right here, very good spot. There used to be I don't know if it's still there, but there used to be a rock, like a very tiny jetty. I don't know if it was a jetty or not, but there's a lot of rocks situated right here, and it extended out to the ocean. And I was fishing right about here, and during that time, it was the day after Thanksgiving. Every cast was a double, triple, you name it. Just quite amazing. I couldn't figure out why it's not good anymore, or why that time it was good. Don't know. I was just lucky. Maybe the stars and the moon on a line for me. But anyway, it's kind of died down a little bit. but it is another place you can check out. There's a public parking spot right here. And if you ever feel hungry, there's a chowder bowl right here. They have awesome fish and chips. Anyways, this is Nye Beach. We had a surf fishing tournament here before. People caught fish, so all along this beach is good. Okay, moving down, we have Lost Creek. So Lost Creek, you go south, across the 101 bridge, way down here, and it's going to be right here. All right, there's a public spot right here, public parking spot. There's a trail that goes down. All along this beach is pretty good. It's kind of consistent. It kind of went down a little bit actually over the years. It gets a lot of pressure here too. I should backtrack and say one thing about Nye Beach. If you don't like the crowd, you probably don't want to go there. There's a lot of foot traffic. Okay, Lost Creek, not so much. It's a little bit better. All right. Next one, going down, we have Ona Beach, one of my favorite spots. We have a surf fishing tournament here. I think we had it twice there. Right along this cliff. There's some rocks here. Okay, good spot. People do really well along this beach. All right, Ona Beach State Park. All right, two more to go. We have, the next one is Horsefall. Horsefall is way down here. As you can see, I'm skipping a lot of spots, but I'm just going to show you the spots that I like to go to. Okay, so fishing, sorry, not fishing rock, Horsefall. Horsefall is right here in Coos Bay. This is the 101 bridge right here. And if you're coming south, sorry, if you're heading south, you want to take that left, sorry, that right, Horsefall, what road is that? No, that's Trans-Pacific Lane. Then you take Horsefall Beach, and the parking spot is right there. Okay, this is a good beach, very popular for surf fishing. All right. The last place I want to show you is Bullards. Now, Bullards I like to go to, but the thing is, I don't go very often because it's over 3 hours drive for me. But it's a pretty good beach, and it is right here. The beach here is kind of steep. It's not super steep, but it's kind of steep, and I do not recommend getting into the water. You definitely want to stand on dry ground, okay? Because the waves that come up and going back down can be pretty rough. It will pull you under, okay? So Bullards Beach is a good one. Lots of people post pictures from Bullards Beach to the Facebook surf, Oregon surf fishing page, okay? So that is the last beach I want to talk about. Okay, and as you can see, I have skipped over, you know, hundreds and hundreds of other beaches. And the theme, the main point I'm trying to say is you can't really pick one beach over another. They are all good. You know, start from the California border, okay, go all the way up. Wherever you see white sand, wherever you see all that beach, that's good fishing. That's good surf fishing, okay? It's not rocket science, guys. If you come to a beach and the fish aren't there, it doesn't mean the beach is bad. It just means during that time you were there, the fish weren't there. You know, they were somewhere else. So you can move around, or you can drive to another beach, or you can come at a later time. That's just how it is. It's not. There's no secret. It's not rocket science. Many times actually, people tell me, you know, a good beach to go to, and I go there, and I get skunked. But the time they were there, they would limit out each time. But that's just the way it is. That's why it's called fishing and not catching. Okay? So depending on where you're at, I wouldn't be concerned about which beach is best. I would be concerned about, you know, picking the right tide, the right weather condition, making sure the swell is not too rough, and, you know, make sure the swell is 1 to 4 feet so that it's safe, and just be proactive. If it's not biting, move around. That's a ticket. And if you tried everything and it still doesn't work, you know, you're still frustrated, heck, I don't know, maybe you can go ask Dr. Phil. He has the answers, right? Seriously speaking, You can go to Facebook and ask on the Oregon surf fishing page, or you can go to the Oregon Fishing Forum and then ask other people who are on there. Just try to get ideas from other people, different perspectives, will help you a lot. Check out YouTube videos, fish a different tide, plus all other tips that I have just provided. Okay, guys, so that's about it. I hope I have given you enough tip to help you go after these redtails, these very, very elusive redtails. They may be elusive, but once you catch that first fish, it gets a lot easier. Okay, so I hope you find it useful. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the beach. Have fun fishing. Guidelines.